One throne, three kings. A single year of betrayal, battle, and blood that would decide the fate of a nation forever. The year is 1066, and the crown of England is up for grabs. This is the story of how the descendant of Viking raiders crossed the sea to claim a kingdom, shattering an Anglo-Saxon world and creating the England we know today. This is the full story of William the Conqueror and the Norman Conquest, in 3 minutes. In January 1066, the King of England died without an heir, triggering a three-way struggle for power. The English lords immediately crowned one of their own, the powerful Earl, Harold Godwinson. But two others claimed the throne. In the north, the King of Norway, Harald Hardrada, the last great Viking, prepared a massive invasion to reclaim England for the Northmen. And across the Channel in Normandy, Duke William, a man of Viking blood, claimed the old king had promised the throne to him. He gathered an army and a fleet, secured the Pope's blessing, and prepared his own invasion. 3 men claimed the crown, but only one could wear it. The first to strike was Harald Hardrada. His Viking army landed in the north of England and crushed the first English forces sent against them. King Harold Godwinson, waiting in the south for William's invasion, was forced to do the unthinkable. He marched his elite Saxon army nearly 200 miles in 4 days. At the Battle of Stamford Bridge, Harold achieved a stunning surprise victory, annihilating the Viking army and killing Harald Hardrada. The Viking Age was over, but as Harold's exhausted army celebrated, a messenger arrived with terrible news. 3 days earlier, William's Norman army had landed on the southern coast. Harold force-marched his weary soldiers another 250 miles south. On a hillside near Hastings, his Saxon army formed an impenetrable shield wall. For an entire day, William's forces, a combined army of archers, infantry, and his ultimate weapon, the armored knight, assaulted the English line. The Saxon shield wall held for hours, but after a series of feigned retreats tricked parts of the English line to break formation, the Norman cavalry smashed through. King Harold Godwinson was killed, famously struck by an arrow to the eye. On Christmas Day, 1066, William, Duke of Normandy, was crowned King of England in Westminster Abbey. He was no longer the Duke. He was William the Conqueror. The conquest was not a single battle, but a brutal, decade-long campaign of castle building and suppression that replaced the English ruling class with a French-speaking Norman elite. This fusion of Norman and Anglo-Saxon culture would create a new language, English, and a powerful, centralized kingdom that would dominate the centuries to come. The England of 1066 was dead. A new, more formidable nation had been born. The conquest of England was complete. And now, the new kings of Europe would turn their eyes to a far greater prize, the Holy Land itself. Click the video on your screen to watch the full story of the First Crusade in 3 minutes, and be sure to subscribe to Epic Past so you don't miss a single story that shaped our world.